Like right like and you go from the Beatles to like Joan Jett and like Jay Giles band. You know, so you go from Beatles, oh, this is the Beatles. Well, what's out there now, right? Like, this is what I was thinking when I was, like, 6 or whatever. And what was out was, like, Joan Jett and Jay Giles band. And then, I just did the, anyway. I just did the Casey's Top 40 thing for, like, until, like, I guess the 90s or the late 80s. And that's when I got into, like, Erasure and New Order. And then, like, from there I went to, like, HFS. I listened to like New Order and like some other stuff. All right. So after the day after, we do this, right? War Games, huh? Interesting, huh? The hilarious thing about War Games is I just threw this in recently. I hadn't seen it in a while. And at the beginning, the two guys who go into the missile silo. This tape might end soon. Hold on. 3 minutes. All right. I'll wrap this up. But like in the beginning, the two guys go into the missile silo. One of the guys is Michael Madsen. The other guy is some dude from West Wing, right? They go into the missile silo. They're supposed to just sit there and monitor shit. But then they get the orders to launch the missile, and the old guy can't do it. He's like, I can't do it. And like Michael Madsen is like, turn your key, sir. Mr. Blonde. He's like, turn your key, dude. And then it's like, War Games, right? So like War Games, it's like the day after, oh, we could all just die so easily, right? But it's more fun, he saves the day. So this kind of gets you to like calm down after the day after, like, okay, all right, this movie came out, so it's not completely like, oh, we could all just die. It's more like, we might just die. No, you still have that feeling of I could just die. I have to see the best stuff. I can't waste my time with like books or anything. I have to play video games and watch movies and watch television. Whatever the best shit out there is. You can't waste your time with like Xanadu and shit. You got to watch War Games and Red Dawn. Got to watch For Your Eyes Only, and Octopussy, You gotta like, gotta watch Doctor Who, This is the Key to Time Special Edition box set, You can start off with this. It's pretty great, Then, what are you gonna do? You're gonna watch Zapped with Scott Baio? No, you don't have time for that trash. You're going to watch Cloak and Dagger, right? With the kid from E.T. in it, right? You're probably going to watch E.T. too. I don't own that because, complications. Then you're going to do like Starman and Firestarter, It's starting to grow up a little bit here. Yeah, Firestarter, And then you're going to do this, Dead Zone, all right? This, Karate Kid, all right? Dreamscape, okay? Yes, Gremlins. Alright. Night of the Comet. That's another weirdo apocalyptic movie, right? You're gonna want to do this. Gotcha. Linda Fiorentino, young, very nice. Alright, should do this. Amadeus. Alright, Oscar winner. This, Daryl. Oh, running out of tape. Switching tapes. Alright, so we left off with Amadeus, or no, with Daryl, I guess. Daryl, you gotta see this movie, alright? It's excellent. It's a kid from Neverending Story. It's very good. You want to watch this. Then you want to do Goonies, alright? Do Night of the Creeps. This thing, Ghostbusters. This, Heavy Metal. A little adult-oriented, but it's still good. You'll like it. You'll be grown up at that point. It's you can kind of clock the anyway. Anyway, but you can kind of clock the progression, of the mind. I want to go for this, right? Heavy Metal, right? This, Real Genius. Terminator. Clue. Alright. Young Sherlock Holmes. Okay. Back to the Future trilogy. Even though the third one kind of isn't that great. But I'm going to do this. Muppets Take Manhattan. A View to a Kill. It's the last Roger Moore, James Bond. I'm going to do Transformers, the movie. Oh yeah. After Spider-Man, you want to do like G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats. I have those actually. I just didn't bring them out. So, but yeah, G.I. Joe, Transformers, Thundercats. Actually, give me a second. All right, so Transformers the movie. You're going to do this after you see a few episodes of the Transformers, right? So this, it's a little difficult finding this on eBay because of stupid reasons. But this is an Australian. Hold on. Anyway, this is an Australian release. Once again, you're going to need that code-free DVD player. Then you're going to want to see this, Top Secret. Then you're going to see this, Weird Science. Then you're going to see this, Monty Python's Holy Grail. Alright. Alright, we're going to take a little break from that momentarily, and I'm going to cover comics. Alright, let's see. This and this and this. Alright, so also available in the 80s. You know, what's best, right? Anyway, also what's best in the 80s are comics. Some of the first comics I ever read were these, alright? You're going to want to find these on eBay because I don't think they're reprinted anywhere. This, one of the greatest comic books of all time, Daredevil 181. You don't need any backstory or anything. It's the death of Elektra. You know, this is one of the first comics I ever owned that I read all the way through. I had like the first comics I ever had were like Spider-Man, were like Star Wars number 10 and 11. But you know, those kind of sucked. You know. I was in Korea in 1983, maybe 1984, and my cousin sent me a box of all like these. My cousin sent my brother and myself. Anyway, but my cousin sent my brother and myself a box of very appealing comics. He sent us a box of comics, and in that box was this Daredevil 181, right? Then you want to go from 181 right to 189, all right? Just skip right to 189, all right? Then you go from 189 right to 190, all right? So you do 189, 190, and then 191. And that's all you need. That's like the best way to experience the Daredevil Elektra saga, all right? Just these 4 comics, that's all you need, all right? Then Fantastic Four, you know, I just had these piecemeal comics here, but of these piecemeal comics, I had a few that were sequential, but here are the piecemeal ones I had. This cover's totally fucked up. I found this in like a Korean like you know, dime store somewhere. They just had a bunch of comics just stacked, you know, just thrown into a shelf somewhere. I got this for like, you know, I guess. Maybe like 5 cents or something, but like, there you go, $2.48. It's kind of like, these are kind of weirdo, freaky, you know, things. They're awesome, right? Then like $2.49. All right. 253. Like, there was no comic book shops in Korea, so I had to just take what I could get wherever I could find these. So I actually have I have the entire John Byrne. These Fantastic Four issues are all written and illustrated by John Byrne, and you know, a bunch of other anyway, a bunch of other people do other shit too. But these are the John Byrne run Fantastic Four issues. I have all of them now, but these are just the ones I started out with. So, you know, after you read these, you can have a thirst for the comics, and then you can find all of them on eBay. But you know, 149 or 240 anyway, 249, 253, yeah, 253, right, 257, right. And here's where these three are very important. These three kind of like are the end of the John Byrne like creative momentum. All right, 260, 261, and 262. Three of like the most important comics in the universe. You're gonna want to find these on eBay, and you're gonna want to read these, and you're gonna want to keep them. And, you know, they're going to be a part of your library of very important shit that you need in this universe to survive. To understand what the fuck is going on. Alright? Daredevil, Fantastic Four. Alright? Now, like, let's see. Also good... Yeah, I'm wearing long johns. I thought it would be funny. It was intentional, you know. Tron shirt with long johns. I'm wearing boxers underneath. Don't worry. You can see kind of a bulge, but anyway. Bulge is the wrong word. Maybe like apparent, like presence. There's kind of a presence there. But it's lost in, like, you know, there are these weird like lines, you know. Anyway, so also good, X-Men, right? Now, like, I started a little late on the X-Men. My first X-Men issue was 184, right? Yes. Oh no. But my first issue of X-Men was 184, and then I just went sequentially forward. My brother actually did the, he actually mail ordered, anyway, he actually mail ordered a lot of comics from Mile High Comics, who had ads in all of these comics. You can get back issues. So he went back and, anyway, he went back and bought, let's see, anyway, he went back and bought all the back issues, all the way back to 168, which, you know, you should do. I mean, the thing is that this is very costly, so this is kind of like a mission that will last years, you know? So you want to do 168 all the way, you want to just sequentially through 214. All right? This is where John Romita Jr. just dips out, and the artwork just sucks from then on. And no matter how good a writer is on a comic, if the art sucks, you might as well just read a book. You know, just put out a book. I'm not gonna look at some shitty art. But like, yeah, this entire run is pretty fucking good. X-Men, like this issue, you know, 201, you know, it's Storm loses her powers and beats Cyclops, powerless. It's fucking awesome, right? So, X-Men, also excellent, 168 through 214. Here's the issue after 214. Introducing Stonewall, Super Saber, and Crimson Commando. You know, I think Claremont did this on purpose, you know. I'm done, you know, here's some shit. I'm just going to disappear into the background. Goodbye, you know. I gave you the best, you know.